All right, so some fun facts that I had found about Shakespeare. Miss Biggers had gone over already that the date of his birth. So it says it's generally accepted by to be April 23rd, 1564. They said the actual birth is uncertain. Then his baptism date, and then his date of death, definitely April 23rd, 1616. And Miss Biggers already told y'all that he was born and died on the same day. So a little bit about how they dress, just so y'all can get a visual and just kind of know. So you can see how they dress a little different. I think maybe he's got some tights on. So they dressed a little different from us as we dress now. And then
Hey, I'd rock that.
I think you could. Okay, so some of the things that they ate, I thought this was a really neat. Whenever I was doing my research on it, so it says meat was eaten so frequently and in such large quantities amongst the rich that they frequently suffered complaints like kidney and bladder stones because they ate so much meat. But it did say, whenever I was researching, it did say that they also ate a lot of fruits and vegetables as well. Okay, so this was really neat. That's why there's so much in it. So for fun, they had things like chess, checkers, tennis. They were popular. But the thing that really got me, bear baiting. Has anybody ever heard of bear baiting?
God no.
Okay, so it would be very illegal in today's time, I would think. But so it was where they would chain a bear up and they would let dogs attack it. And it says that Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth took a special delight in seeing the courage of her English mastiffs, which are dogs, pitted against the cunning of Ursa, which is the bear over there, and the strength of Taurus. So let's see what else I had read. The ambassadors, they brought to court with music to dinner, and after a splendid dinner, they were entertained with the baiting of bears and bulls with English dogs. And it says that the Queen's Grace herself and the ambassadors stood in the gallery looking on the pastime till 6 at night. So it's saying that they were so gratified. Y'all know what gratified means? Like, okay, y'all get gratification whenever y'all watch those phones, don't you?
Oh my God, happiness.
Okay.
Big.
So as y'all were filling that out, if y'all remember, the quatrain is the 4-line stanza, so it's set up, if y'all remember. And then the couplet is how many lines?
So we're doing what we do like yesterday, the day before.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and then the rhyme scheme. So remember what the rhyme scheme was? Do y'all remember? A, B, A, B, C. Yeah, good job. And Shane, what you're talking about, that's the quatrain and the couplet. So good job. Yep, that's the two things that y'all were going to do. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go over that really quickly. Are y'all good?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so what did y'all get for the first quatrain? Okay, good. So Shane said A, B, A, B. That's correct. The second quatrain, what y'all get?
C, D, C.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And then there's one last quatrain. What y'all get? Good. Thank you, Greg. Okay, and then what is the last one called?
G.
Yeah, and what's it called? Is it a couplet? Good job. Very good, guys. Y'all got that. Okay, so now I want y'all to hold on to those. And what we're going to do now is we're going to start, I'm going to hand out these other papers. And we're going to start the prologue reading activity for Romeo and Juliet Act 1. So it's going to be the Act 1 prologue. What? Are you not excited?
No, but seriously.
All right. So if y'all will look at this worksheet, what we've got the prologue reading activity. And then you'll notice at the bottom we've got questions. So what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to pay real close attention as we read it, and I want y'all to annotate. And y'all remember what annotate is, right? Take notes. Good job. What we're going to look through the diction of it. What did Miss Bigger say the diction was? Does anybody remember? Word choice. Good. Good, Gracie. All right. And we're going to look through the vocabulary of it. So we may learn some new words. We're going to analyze it. We're going to kind of break it down. And then I want y'all to make sure that you're annotating on it because it's going to help y'all on the questions at the end. Okay. So, chorus. 2 households, both alike in dignity. Can anybody tell me what they think alike in dignity means?
Higher quality, I don't know. Maybe from the richer status.
Okay, all right. So it's the same social class. They're equal. Good job, Corwin. Thank you. In fair Verona, where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny. What does it mean? What does grudge mean?
Holding anger. We already know what mutiny is.
You do? Okay.
Odyssey, come on.
Oh, you're right. We didn't discuss that in Odyssey. Good job.
I wasn't even waiting for it.
Where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. Okay, so
Getting their hands dirty.
very good. Okay, getting their hands dirty. Okay, so unclean, blood, grudge, mutiny. So what diction can we get? What is this like?
This is gonna be a work of art of tragedy.
Okay.
It's very volatile.
Okay, so we've got volatile, we've got tragedy. Good. Anybody else? Is it giving us happy
No.
thoughts?
No.
It's making people angry.
Nah.
What? Yeah, exactly. So negative. All right.
Somebody's gonna try doing something to make the other person mad.
Yeah.
Like these TikTok videos, I swear, it is anger bait.
Okay. All right. From forth the fatal loins of these 2 foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their lives. So,
Wow.
star-crossed.
That was
So that could mean fate. So star-crossed could mean fate.
wow. They really just spoiled us in the prologue.
They did.
They spoiled us.
Miss Biggers and I was talking about that, and she was saying that it's like a spoiler in the first act. Yeah, you're right.
Wow. Not learning.
Okay, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife.
What?
So, whose misadventured piteous overthrows? Any ideas?
Are you speaking English?
Matter of factly, yes. So, misadventured, piteous, and overthrows. There's a lot in that. There's a lot of vocabulary in
I
that.
guess the overthrow part.
Okay, all right.
Someone tries fighting their family or something. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I'm guessing this is context clues over here.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe downfalls, ill-fated. So it's a bad fate. So a downfall. Did I hear my name?
No.
Oh. The fearful passage of their death marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage. So we've still got a lot of diction going on. So you see words like rage, death.
I think I got an idea. Someone is trying to love another person, yet their family is not liking it.
Okay.
I'm only taking a guess.
You're taking a guess. Okay. So which, but their children's end naught could remove, is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage.
Oh wow. I'm spending 2 hours in traffic.
The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend. Okay, so there was a lot in that, wasn't there? So what we're going to do, we're going to take a few minutes. If y'all got questions about that, if y'all have words that y'all want to dig in deeper, let me know. We'll go over vocabulary. We'll, if y'all need to. So now what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to take just a few minutes on your own. I want you to work towards these questions that are down at the bottom. We're going to go over them together, but I'm going to be walking around to make sure that we're working on it and trying to answer them, so don't wait for us to just go over it together to do them.
I have a few detailed questions. I think these are orders.
You think so? Well, So, like,
1 and 2 are orders.
you're right. So, look at number 3. So, number 1, reread the prologue silently to yourself once.
Like I said.
So, you can go ahead and reread that to yourself once. Then, number 2, reread the prologue with your partner out loud. But we're not going to do partner work right now.
Seriously.
We're gonna we're gonna do this independently. So, number 3, the setting of the play is. So, y'all should be able to pick these answers straight from this small text. So, y'all have had time to work on this on your own, and y'all have done all really well. So, now we're going to go over it together. So, once again, we did kind of a breakdown of the prologue, so we're just going to do a reread through it without breaking it up and breaking it down. So, that's what we're going to do first. So, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. Oh, let me start over. I missed the first one. 2 households, both alike in dignity. In fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these 2 foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of the parents' rage, which but their children's end naught could remove, is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage, the which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend. Okay, so number 1 and number 2 was telling you to reread and then reread with a partner, but we weren't doing the part. We were working individually. So we're going to move on to number 3. So, you know, Miss Biggers normally always goes over with y'all the setting, the plot, things of that nature. So we should already be used to finding the setting of a scene or a book. So the setting of the play is...
I'm going to guess England.
Maybe, but there is something even more specific.
Fair, Verona.
Okay, good. Verona. Yep,
Yeah.
Verona, good. So if you'll see in the second sentence, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene.
Verona, England. My favorite part of Verona.
There you go, good. Yes, sir.
Of the
Fun
Grey
fact,
Okay.
Verona is somewhere in eastern France.
Okay,
Never mind. I thought it was in the Grey.
thank you for that. Okay. So number 4, what is the relationship between the 2 households?
Can I put my theory?
You can put your theory.
They
And then I also
dislike
want to
each
hear,
other.
okay, I got
Very
1 disliked
grudgy.
each other. I got 1 grudgy.
Romeo and Juliet's family had issues.
Okay, and Romeo and Juliet's family had issues.
And my,
Yeah.
And my theory is one of those families are dead, leaving the other one to be not a part of that circle of love.
Interesting.
Because they were probably once, as kids, part of the wealth of circle. One of
Okay.
them died off.
Okay, so Corwin is trying to
Yes.
read what he's got here, and he's looking ahead and saying, okay, this is what I think is going to happen. So that's always fun to think, and then it's always fun, like, is it going to surprise you? That's what makes it so fun. Okay, number 5, what do you think Shakespeare means by fatal loins? Now, this one is, we don't talk like this anymore, so this is tricky. But you got to take your context clues, and y'all remember what context clues are?
Yep.
Okay. So, you know, you look at what it says around it, you take the words, and you just look at the context, and you look at it, and you get clues from it, and then you try to form an idea of what you think it
Family
means.
issues.
Okay, so I got 1, family issues.
Or grudges, one of the 2.
What?
Do they kill each other?
They kill each other? Okay, okay. Gracie, it looks like you want to say something. What do you think fatal loins meant in this?
They have like each other, like with the families, end up being like foes.
Okay, good. So Gracie's saying the family ends up being like foes, which it does say in there. So it's saying that Romeo and Juliet, they were born into families marked by conflict. So the family, so
Family issues.
yeah, so y'all were all bits and pieces. We were adding that up, and y'all were all right. All right, so number 6. What does Shakespeare mean by star-crossed lovers? Once again, we don't normally use these phrases anymore.
Lovers meant to be, I'm guessing.
Lovers
I'm only
meant
going
to
Take a
be.
guess here.
Okay.
Maybe fate.
Fate. Good, I heard fate. Let me hear from this side. What do you think? We've got 2 really good ones. Fate, meant to be. Any thoughts over here? Any thoughts? Okay. Okay, so their paths are intertwined by fate and destiny. So very good. All right, number 7. What happens to the lovers?
Death marked love. I wonder. I'm just wondering. I got a theory. I scruff my ear.
Okay, I see some. Okay, I hear one they dead. I hear one they kill each other.
I'm just saying.
You're saying a family is dead?
No, I'm just saying death marked love in the title. I wonder.
It's a double suicide.
Okay, I hear one double suicide. Okay, so some of y'all may have read this in middle school, and you may already know.
I'm just taking a guess here.
You're taking a guess because you've not ever read it?
No, I
Okay.
like reading it. Death marked love. I wonder what's going to happen.
Okay. All right, so number 8. How do their parents impact their relationship?
Generational issues.
Generational issues. Somebody give me something else. How did their parents impact their relationship? So lines 8 through 12. How did their parents impact their relationship?
They made more they couldn't see each other, so they ran away and then they killed each other.
Okay, so you've already seen this, huh?
Wow.
So,
You get spoil after spoil.
Shane's giving us spoiler alerts.
I'm being spoiled over here.
You're being spoiled. Okay. Any other thoughts, Riley? Any thoughts? What did you say for number 8? Did you get there?
Not yet.
Okay. Omari, did you have a thought on it, number 8? It's okay if you don't. Okay, that's okay. All right, number 8. So, how did the parents impact? So, the parents hated each other, and they wouldn't approve of Romeo and Juliet's love
Like I said,
due to
generational issues.
generational
And
issues.
they don't want to suck it up and say, "Oh no, I'm wrong in this situation."
Okay.
They're just Karens.
They're modern. They're old time Karens, huh? Okay.
Yep.
Number 9. So number 9 just wanted you to put parentheses around the lines that explain why the feud between these 2 families ended. Next to these lines, explain them in your own words.
Teenage love.
Teenage love. Okay.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
Wasn't there like an age gap between them?
There was. I think there was an age gap. Miss Biggers.
Yeah.
Was there an age gap between them?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
13.
Because that's a law now. The Romeo and Juliet law.
No.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Like I said,
What is it?
teenage
Romeo and Juliet law?
Excuse me?
Oh, what is it? Oh, is that some modern thing now?
That's what Shayla's saying. Yeah.
18 and 13.
What is that?
It's where anybody like 4 years of age apart can
Let's see. She
can date.
was.
Yeah,
His age is never.
She was
We know she is.
I did not know
We
that.
know she is 13 because it says it like indirectly. And
Okay.
it's. I don't think it ever really says how old he is, but he's interpreted to be about 16 or 17.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
All that does is
I have a
you know,
Can I have a cookie? Yo,
it would just lessen. It would take from the family to the family.
Oh, but okay. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to research that.
They would like date, but under those types of situations, it would just really from female to misdemeanor.
I got you. I did not know that. I'll have to research that. Okay. Well, y'all did very good on that. Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay